You would go before and after? I feel like that's excessive.
I feel like you should
After
just
gym,
do
after gym, after gym. Why would you shower before the gym? Thank you. Okay. Why?
Agreed.
There's some people showering twice. Well, all right. People got a lot of money to be paying for water, I see.
Maybe you want to have a warm shower to just like warm up the muscles. I don't know. Anyways,
I mean,
we're in, Ellie. We're in.
Oh, we're in. We're in.
Enough
Okay,
shower talk.
Enough shower talk.
We both predicted incorrectly, by the way. We both don't know what we're talking about. It's Malay versus Bohemians.
You know what? Both excellent civilizations for also closed maps, so I can't be too disappointed in this.
Yeah.
Let's hop in.
Yeah, I think that both players knew. Well, obviously they know what the other player has, so they probably had some kind of thought process around picking these civs based on what the opponent might pick. Bohemians is always solid, and Malay, of course, can use their timings to make things happen. So, yeah, I think that it's really all about Viper using his timings to his advantage, and then Bohemians, if ACCM could get to the ultra late game and he can get Hoofnitsa out, then he's probably going to be in a better spot. Okay, so yeah.
Alright, Relics seem to be really favoring Viper this game around. Like, all of them are nicely tucked around, at least 3 for sure, and then 2 are kind of closer ACCM, but Viper with that faster uptime might have that nice little advantage. But ACCM, does he have any sort of tricks up his sleeve? I guess it's really that Fervor and Sanctity affecting the villagers, and Fervor is a pretty nice eco bonus. It's like getting a second wheelbarrow, which is something.
Well, it's not quite as good as wheelbarrow, because wheelbarrow is mainly good because of the carry capacity, not because of the movement speed. But yeah, I mean, it helps marginally. Look at this deer, though. This deer is not cooperating with ACCM at all. Like, he actually can't push it. It's it's stuck. Oh. It's like, actually, is there a tree there? Like, what is this?
I think it is a... Wait, hold on.
No, I think it's just being stupid. I don't think there's actually a tree there. I think it's just, like, actually being dumb.
I think you should be able to go out there. I'm glad ACM didn't delete that stone wall to push that deer.
Yeah.
Oh, I got trap 1 deer, says ACCM, so we might... I don't eat one.
That's so funny.
Okay. Alright, problem solved. Viper is a man of the people. Hold on, maybe he already pushed all his deer though, and he says, I don't eat one, meanwhile.
No, Viper, he's got a deer here. That's so funny though.
Where is the deer? Am I blind? Ellie blind?
Yeah, you're blind. They both have one deer.
Aha!
Alright, well, didn't really expect that, but, yeah, alright. That works. It's fair. Viper is...
What's up with this really early uptime from ACCM? Do you think he's also underestimating, or do you think he's gonna sell his stone here?
Yeah, he's got to sell his stone, which is fine. Bohemians, they have the shaft mining upgrade, so you can mine it back pretty quickly later on. It looks like ACCM's gonna have a really solid build, because one thing that Bohemians has is that they have the cheaper blacksmith, so you don't need as many on wood when you're going up. So he only has 6 on wood, so ACCM gonna be able to barely afford the blacksmith, barely afford the market, and that's exactly what you want in a good build order. You have just enough resources for what you need to do. And look at this, he's gonna be able to go market blacksmith instantly and then sell the stone and go up.
Beautiful. Calculated.
Yeah,
very nice. I'm looking at Viper's map, and that forward stone is always a little dicey. ACM with like his resources nearing the back, a little bit safer. I like it a lot. I'm surprised ACM didn't remove his walls yet. I think he'll do that probably when he's aging up, just to get a little bit more room and a little bit more breathing room. But yeah, Viper with Malay gonna go up with more villagers, and it's not gonna be that bad for him. Should still have a comparable uptime, no big deals. But yeah, we're gonna be fighting with the relics, so racks coming down for the Viper and ACCM. No racks for him yet, so...
No, well, he can't... There's no way you make a racks with this uptime, but he's gonna Omega Boom. So, ACCM trying to accelerate his game into the Imperial Age. He's gonna Omega Boom into Imperial Age because he knows his composition is better in the late game. So, yeah, I don't even think he's gonna fight for relics. I think it's just gonna be, like, 3 TZ Boom. He didn't end up selling his stone, So he's definitely booming. But that
Oh,
also
wow.
made him idle his TC for 14 seconds. So
Well,
maybe
14 seconds for that really nice uptime might be worth it. But yeah, so he's going to be booming for sure. And I guess Hufnitsa Halberdier is going to be coming right up. But Viper, what does he need to do? Karambits, are they a viable option?
probably not. I mean, he's just gonna play. He's gonna play light cav to start, just to take the relics, and then, yeah, I don't know what he does actually. Like, I guess he could try Karambits, but, I don't know. Hand
Do you think
cannons is
Viper's
still okay.
expecting such a fast uptime into a boom?
I mean, I know that he would know the potential of Bohemians to do that. So, oh, ACCM accidentally clicking the gate, and actually ACCM maybe losing this fight now. Yep,
That's
ACCM losing
unfortunate.
this fight. Now that's very unfortunate for him, yeah.
Well, he's going to retreat. This starting scout could have been very useful for ACCM to maybe pick off a couple of monks. But now that it's very weak, I don't think he's going to die. There's a villager coming in to help out the cause.
Maybe? Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Nah,
Look at
nah.
that. Even had the time to make that palisade. And the scout's going to run it. No, he's going to run out.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're just trolling. They're just trolling. All right, so ACCM with the TC, not optimally placed. He could have easily placed it 2 tiles in and got it right on the gold and right on the wood. So I don't know why he placed it there. But anyways, he's gonna go for another TC. He's getting Bosaw first though. I really believe that.
You've been here before. You don't like it. You like the
I don't
TC.
like it. Let's get the TC
And then
first.
Bosa.
Bosa
Third
after.
TC, then Bosa.
Yeah, why do we... Well, the thing is he's not adding a TC right away. It's because he's going for the monastery, and he wants to try and get a relic, but maybe he gets that one relic, but I don't know, does he? Viper's going light cav, like standard play. So, really, ACCM is relying on Viper to make a mistake so that he can get the relic. And, I mean, when your game plan revolves around Viper making a mistake, I don't know if it's a very solid game plan.
Well, I mean, Viper doesn't have light cav just yet. He has 2 scouts.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's enough to deal with.
And one's close to death here. But yeah, with no racks, he definitely can't, make any spears. But we do have a monastery for ACM. He might be lucky and sneak that relic in, I think. But Viper's got that scout already coming down. Not able to see the monastery, so he doesn't know. Oh, ACM's going for the relic that's further out, healing up the scout first. Okay, this is not bad. And Viper's adding his second TC. It also could have been more optimized. I don't know why not make it 4 tiles, 3 tiles over, being that beautiful corner, but
exactly.
I don't ask these kinds of questions.
I don't get it. But yeah, it really all comes down to Viper just kind of not having the scout in position and the monk coming in. But I think Viper, he's gonna have the scout in position. Like he's gonna probably, maybe he gives up 1 relic, but yeah, okay, he is out of position. So let's see. Oh no, Viper doesn't see it. So this monk will be able to somehow get this relic in. Somehow, but there's no way he gets a second one.
All right, we're quoting you on that one. There's no way.
And you know what going for this 1 relic did? Is it made ACCM get this TC, this 3rd TC down, like, way too late. He could have gotten this TC right when the first TC was in. Yeah, he doesn't get the relic, but then he has like, I don't know, 3-4 more villagers right now, which is pretty good. Because the relic is only worth like 1 villager, basically, on gold. So
I don't think the farming space is that important for Viper's TC. They're saying like, oh, we want that for farming space, but like trees only have 100 wood, right? So they go down pretty quickly, especially when you're picking up with your bow saw upgrade.
Yeah, when you're on 3 TCs, you have lots of farming space anyways, and he has the mill that doesn't have any farms around it, so yeah, it's not really a big deal. The efficiency around the wood is way better. Or way more important, I should say. We're seeing a university coming in for our Bohemians player.
You tell him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So are we going to be seeing Castle Age hand cannons?
We got the conversion.
Yeah, the mug fell, but yeah.
Viper converting that scout, feeling really good. He's going to, well, I mean, it's not that surprising that Viper picks up all the relics. But yeah, it looks like it might be a 4-to-1 kind of situation.
Yep.
Oh, the deer's coming out of the hole.
Yeah, so it wasn't actually walled, but it was just being stubborn. Yep.
Well, I mean, like, it wasn't moving for a while. We'll give ACCM that one. Rack's finally coming down for the Bohemians. Not going to be too bad for that Halb play at some point in time.
Well, I
And
think what...
Wheelbarrow on the way as well.
Yeah. I think what he's going to do is he's going to actually add hand cannons here. Yeah, he's adding the range. So ACCM's going to go for Castle Age hand cannons to get map control. And then maybe... is he going to go for a forward castle, or is he going to go straight into bombard cannons? He's going to do one of the two. The idea is that you get the hand cannons out to prevent Viper from going for a forward castle, because you have map control and castle age, and then just try and maintain the map. And yeah, it's going to hurt ACCM's uptime to Imperial Age, but he will be able to have map control, which is very important on Arena, especially.
Yeah, chemistry is like 300 food, 300 gold, so it's quite a significant chunk of change of the resources you need
200 gold
to get up to the next stage.
Yeah.
But hold on, because people are still saying, would you rather spend 100 wood on a mill or 100 wood on the lumber camp? Obviously, if you have your town center touching so much trees, then it's just more surface area for your villagers to be efficient.
Yeah.
It's all about the efficiency here. But anyway, Viper is picking up the stone mining upgrade. ACCM laughed. He's like, ha, that's standard with the Bohemian.
Yeah, he's got gold. He's got stone shaft money.
Drop that castle.
Yeah, I mean, Viper would love to get a forward castle because he has map control right now, but he's not going to be able to because this play from ACCM is kind of different, going for the hand cannons now. So ACCM knows that Viper wants to get that forward castle, and Viper might send Vils forward, and he's going to get surprised by these hand cannons that are going to be out. So really sick play. Now, Viper is adding in ranges, so he might be playing towards Arbalesters.
ACCM, yeah, I mean, I think ACCM kind of messed up that he made that range there, and Viper saw the foundation of that range. So maybe...
Well, he's going to see, yeah. Oh, no. I'm scared for these hand cannons. Oh, only one conversion. Okay. ACCM got really lucky there because that could have been a whole lot worse. Losing quite a few units there, but I mean.
All right. Well, hand cannon numbers are coming out quite quickly. He's got 3 ranges, so that's not too shabby, and he's sending them over. The range is going to be quite nice for the hand cannoneers. Their attack's quite nice as well, and now ACCM going with a siege workshop. So this pretty much tells me, judging by the fact that he's queuing up so many hand cannoneers, he doesn't want to go to Imp anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I think he will go Imp. I think this Siege Workshop is just to maintain the position. I'm not sure if he'll actually build anything. Like
Siege Tower?
Nah, you don't want to drop units into your opponent's base. They're just going to die. And Viper sees the ranges. So I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a castle... Probably, well, if ACCM makes the castle too far forward, he's gonna die to an Imperial Age timing. It's kind of tricky. What, he's going for the siege tower? What is this? I disagree with this play. So, like, I love siege towers, but it's not the time. He's gonna drop the things in Viper's base, and they're just gonna die for free.
He's doing it.
It's not a good play. Ay. He sees the ranges too. Come on, ACCM. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's already committed. He's a man with a plan.
It's not a good plan.
Go.
All right.
Yeah, loom is important.
All right.
Everyone's loomed up their bodies. I think ACCM picked up fervor, so the villagers are really efficient here. Okay, hand cannies are in.
And
they got nice range. Lots of crossbows though for Viper, and thumb ring coming in as well. Not too shabby.
Okay, well now all the hand cannons are dead because they can't get out. So amazing play by ACCM. Yeah. Well,
it's for the fans.
He's gonna trade them out for some crossbowmen, but it's not really worth it. Yeah, if you're gonna do the siege tower play here, you have to open with it. You can't like do it late castle age. This would have been great for map control, but not for like doing this kind of play. Mangonel's gonna come out, so. Siege Tower's 200 wood and 160 gold, so it's like pretty expensive. Yeah.
Pricey. ACM is the winner of our hearts. Yeah.
And he went for a ram first too. He wanted to get his hand cannons out of there because he knew he made a mistake, but the ram came in so late. Like, oh man, like he could use the siege tower to get the hand cannons close to the crossbowmen, so that they actually hit stuff, which can be an okay play, but now he's not effectively using the siege tower how he should be using it. But
do you like how Viper is imping and ACCM has no food?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if ACCM should have just made a few hand cannons, taken map control, gone to Imp, and then, since he has map control, Viper can, even though he gets up faster, he can just like have map control and not die. But now ACCM's so committed to this that he's gonna be fighting ARBs with hand cannons, and that's not gonna be good. So, well, we'll see if ACCM can adapt, because this forward castle of ACCM's is gonna die basically for free at this point. But remember, this was not ACCM's home map, so he picked it for some reason against Viper.
Well, the Rams are here. They're in. I like how that Mangonel had a nice little engagement on his own Ram.
Yeah.
The Monastery, maybe getting the relics out wouldn't be the worst idea here. But Viper in Imperial, Bracer, he hardly knows her. 30 seconds away.
Pretty good upgrade. Yeah, even if ACCM gets in, like, he's gonna be throwing 15 hand cannons for a few vills. I don't think it's really worth it here.
Yeah, he's behind a lot in villager count already. 90 to 114. Hold on, did ACM just lose a villager? I think he did. Yeah, he did. Crossbows killing a villy there. Feels bad, but ACM does have the castle up. Trebs are coming out for the Viper, though, and how is ACM going to respond to a Treb?
Well, he's gonna have to repair his castle or just lose it. There's not really anything that he can do against a Treb right now. But all the relics are down. ACCM's in no position to actually take them, though. These 4 crossbowmen just killing everything in the middle of the map. So, that's a problem. Although, I guess the Hussite Wagon is here to save the day.
Well, there you go. I still maintain Hussite Wagon, one of the ugliest units.
Is it?
Game. Yeah.
It's kind of
looks
chonky.
like, you know, I don't know if you're like mom or grandma or dad or grandpa do any sewing. You know those pillows where you put the needles in?
Yeah, yeah.
It's exactly what they
Looks
look
like that? Ah, yeah.
Ugh. I always have such a trauma touching those pillows because I'm worried that there might be a needle stuck inside. But anyway, check out the siege tower dying underneath the castle for free.
Yeah, he wants to make the siege tower attack the Treb, but it's not how it works.
Not how it works, yeah.
He's gonna tank, though. Tank for the Mangonel. If Viper doesn't realize it, the Mangonel could do something here. Although he's killing his own siege tower with the Mangonel. So
Tears don't fall, they crash around me. Interesting. I don't know if this castle that ACM wants to build is gonna go up with can one crossbow deny?
Nah, he's got enough units around. It'll be fine.
Alright, he's got a couple hand cannons
Yeah.
as well. He'll be fine. I love this town center out in the boons here on some gold and some wood for ACCM, but he still has his hand cannons. They finally do get cleaned up, and Viper, surprised he's not making a monastery further back to just grab those relics.
Yeah,
Or leaving money on the table.
it's kind of hard when there's units kind of camping them, but yeah, Viper could definitely recover those relics anytime. And yeah, the Hussite wagons are still pretty good here. Now, Castle Age Hussite wagons, they only have 7 pierce armor, so actually Arbalisters can kill them at this point. Viper not having chemistry yet, but once he does get chemistry, then they'll kind of dominate. So ACCM needing to get the elite upgrade for Hussite wagon, which is still pretty expensive. But honestly, bombard cannons, it's all he really needs. The Hussite wagons are just to get him through to start making bombard cannons. And once ACCM starts making bombard cannons, Melee player is gonna have some problems. Although Melee can also make bombards.
Yeah, they'll be able to make BBCs at the exact same time. Because ACM already picked up chemistry while he was in Castle Age. Viper throwing away some Arbalesters. There's only 3 arrows coming out of this TC, so they'll be idle for a while. But Viper adding more castles here, and he's built a little monastery, so he will get those relics back. Meanwhile, ACM loses the castle. Tears will be shed. And both are adding elite skirmishers, which I don't know about you. I'm always a big fan of seeing. But it seems like Hussite wagons counter, like they're very good versus ARBs. And then skirms, so I have 2 units that are countering 1.
Yeah, I think the skirms are just kind of better. Just they're not as clunky to use, so the Hussite wagons were just there to get ACCM up to Imperial Age, and now that he's an Imp, the Hussite wagons don't really matter anymore. So we're just going to be seeing bombard cannons, and yeah, I mean, bombard cannon skirm kind of is all that ACCM needs against Melee here. Hand cannons just in case Trashmen come in eventually, but Yeah, we're seeing
I
elite
feel like,
karambits. We're gonna be seeing karambits, so we'll see how the hand cannons do against those.
okay, I feel like skirmishers though are not going to be as good of defending the bombards or hoofnitzas eventually as halbs would be. Just
Well, yeah, I
they
mean,
don't have that.
halbs aren't gonna do anything against karambits as well, though. So I think that,
I mean, that's true, but
yeah, ACCM really needs to clue in to the fact that karambits are being built, and he needs to make full hand cannons from here. But he's making more skirms. So if ACCM maxes out on like 40 skirmishers, he's gonna get dominated by karambits basically.
well, Viper, he is approaching his population limit here. And I know karambits only take half the population space, but he's capped now. So with 147 villagers, I'm thinking it's time to start a genocide on your own people.
Potentially. I think that Viper doesn't have squires. I think his karambits seem to be pretty slow there. And, well, Viper's going to flood this ACCM army, and ACCM's going to lose everything. Or at least that's what it looks like. And the karambit spam is never going to stop. They come out so quickly from 3 castles. It's just going to keep flooding. And ACCM's going to have a hard time holding this position, of course. ACCM with only 1 relic, not really setting himself up for success in the late game.
Well, Viper, or rather ACM, has 1 minute to wait before Hoofnitza's in, and that's going to give these guys a little bit of extra HP and some extra splash damage, which could be really nice versus the Karambites if they're all clumped up together.
Yeah,
but, yeah, Viper donating some Karambits underneath the castle here. And at the same time, his population is still 200, and ACCM's population is dipping to 130. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, ACCM knows what he's up against now, so he's gonna be able to defend a little bit better now that he knows. And Hoofnitza's gonna be in, and that upgrade, yeah, of course, as you're saying, like it's just a pretty big upgrade here. But it's all up to the micro, really, at this point.
What? Skirmishers? Are they gonna kill a BBC here by the castle? She says as she spits out her food. No!
Yeah,
that
so
Hoofnitza getting repaired by that villager. Safe.
one of the biggest advantages of Hoofnitza here is that they get 1 additional pierce armor over bombard cannons, and what that does is it makes skirmishers only do 1 damage to Hoofnitza instead of 2 damage to bombard cannons. So against skirmishers, Hoofnitza is an insane upgrade. So yeah.
The population here for ACM is still at a not, I wouldn't say a toasty 130. It's not toasty enough. I mean, Viper rolling with 190 here in much better position, picking up Blast Furnace, speaking of toasty. And Viper's got these 3 Trebs forward. He's defending them pretty nicely with Karambites and Skirmishers. And there's a hole in ACCM's base, and the Karambites just going to run right through, and that's going to be annoying. They have all their armor, all their attack. I think Squires is actually in. Their movement speed 132. I don't know what it is without it, but they seem pretty quick.
Yeah.
And 3 Hoofnitzas, 19 hand cannies. I mean, who are the hand cannoneers for, I guess, versus the Karambits?
Yeah, definitely. The hand cannons do just 2-shot the Karambits. Unfortunately, there is so much overkill that if you're not careful with the micro, you end up having a lot of missed shots. But yeah, the hand cannons, it's kind of the best option here for the Bohemian player. But yeah, the bombard cannon versus Hoofnitza micro on the front. That's what really matters here, is if these Hoofnitza can get some good shots on the bombard cannons. Pretty good micro from ACCM so far. He's going to have to position them to the north of the castle to probably hit these bombard cannons. But yeah, is the castle going to fall? The castle's going to go down. That's a big problem.
Yeah, but lots of skirmisher carnage. And I like that Viper still didn't pick up those relics, by the way. They're just a monk.
Oh.
Golden one. I mean, he's built the monastery really close, but didn't manage to task correctly there. But you know what? He's still pushing for the proverbial cushion here, and ACM just needs to keep his Hoofnitzas alive. I'm scared for the skirmishers, and I think ACCM skirmishers of his own. What do you say?
Well, ACCM's economy is currently being destroyed by Karambits, so I don't think he can really add anything else. He's focused on the micro too much. All the Trebs are down, but like ACCM, really doesn't have any economy. He needs to add TCs. He needs like 3 more TCs right now, and he needs to
He's
somehow
got a
stabilize.
lot of wood. He's got a lot of wood, and if he goes up to the north and kind of escapes, I mean, there's not many resources there, but hear me out on some wood lines, drop a lot of farms. He should be all right. But first things first, he needs to get rid of these 2 Karambits who have 10 kills between them. Ugh.
Yeah, and, well, I think it's the beginning of the end here, because once these Hoof needs to die here, there's nothing that ACCM can really do. One of them's gonna go down to the skirms. Yeah, it's the only thing that's keeping ACCM in the game is these 2 cannons. But once they fall, which they very likely will, Viper's gonna just flood, because that raid just did so much damage to ACCM. And yeah, I mean, he only has like 50% worker efficiency, and his economy's not even very good. So yeah, that's gonna be a big problem. Viper staying at maximum population. Just look at the
Yeah,
flood. Look at the
32
flood.
villagers is looking pretty dusty, and you can see that flood. Yeah, they're just running on in.
Yeah, just
It's an
unlimited
infection
army.
here. Ugh. And another castle, so even more Karambits will be coming out. Viper, 63 on food. Look at that 4K food banked up. And then ACM says, all right, GG, you little crouton.
Yeah, just ACCM, he almost had a good play, but then he made the siege tower and threw away his advantage, pretty much. So,
That
yeah,
tower was for the people.
it was for the people.
206 Karambites. Whew, disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. I think that ACCM, he was in an okay spot, but yeah, didn't really play it properly. I think like if he just played normal, he would have been in a much better spot, because yeah, Bohemians, they just have the better late game, so there's no need to do anything fancy with them. You just play normal, play solid, and then you just win.
Well, there you go. Just win. Just don't lose.
Exactly. Sound advice.
Just get good.
Yep. So what's up next? What's up next?
Well, ACM's going to have his pick again. So he can choose one of his own, or he can choose one of Viper's, as he did so last game. But we had a lovely little arena. A lovely little arena game. Viper crushing with the Malayskis. And ACCM struggling a little bit with the Bohemies. But it's again his choice. I would like to see Ring of Reeds. And there, hear me out, Turks.
Turks. Turks.
Turks.
And not Japanese?
No, I think Japanese is fish and fish.
Alright, alright. Fair
Turks
enough.
versus, I'm saying Poles, because I feel like Ring of Reeds is a hidden arena.
Yeah? I don't
I like it.
know. I
Maybe
don't
even
know.
Bengalis, but I'm hoping for Turks.
I guess Turks could
Unless
be really
Turks is
good.
for Gold Rush.
Yeah, I guess I could see Turks. Like, you can go Fast Imp, or even Castle Age Jannies, but it's hard to get there, though. Like, Ring of Reeds, Feudal Pressure does a lot of damage on that map.
Is it going to be Ring of Reeds?
Well, maybe. Let's see.
Turks versus Portuguese, people are predicting.
That's what I thought for Arena, and I was wrong, but yeah, maybe. They don't have the lobby quite fully set up, so we aren't 100% sure yet, but we will find out in a sec. Okay. And well, during this queue, I think I'm going to go grab some food. I will be right back. Give me a $5. I'll be right back.
Okay, so they're in the queue. Not in the queue, in the lobby. They haven't chose the map just yet, but we're working on it. Gold Rush. Peter? Maybe did Survivalist say something while I was chewing? Because I might have not heard him. Everyone knows the bottom of the ice cream is the best. Um, okay. Awareness survival. I think the chewing of the waffle cone. You must have said something. Anyway, it's gonna be Gold Rush. Okay, I think this is the Mayans' time to shine. And you know what? I'm feeling very Spanish. Hear me out. Spanish Mayans. I don't know if it's the best fight for the Spanish, but maybe Byzantines, Bizzies. I don't know. I don't know. They got the cheap skirmishers, but what are the odds Viper goes plumes and not eagles? Mayans, Bengalis, mesh face. I like this. I like this because I'm pretty sure Turks is still reserved for Ring of Reeds. Let's get busy with the busies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna roll on with our lives here. Just let me check to see the dashboard. Have they selected? Have they selected it? Yes, it's gonna be Spanish polls. Tears all around for everyone involved in this, because I don't think anyone was correct, but we tried. So that's what's important. I wonder if Survivalist still hears me. Maybe. It doesn't matter. He went to the bathroom. I forgot what he said he was going to do. In fact, I didn't hear it. But if you're not familiar with Gold Rush, it looks a little something like this, similar to Gold Pits. You got a mountain of gold on the top. This is game number 4. ACCM's picking this map here because he lost the last